Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I really want to play with that Oil Slick eyeshadow from Silk Naturals. When I did the first impressions I did mention that it was one of my favourite shades out of all the ones. So I definitely want to do a look using that. And I was kind of in two minds, so I wanted to do that one or do like a glossy skin look. But I decided why not combine the two and do glossy skin with the Oil Slick look. So if you're interested then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off the skin portion. I'm going to keep it quite light, so no foundation, just concealer. I'm going to go my Hint Beauty concealer, which I am very rapidly running out of. I need to place an order very soon. I'm going to take it on a Real Technique sponge, and this is damp. I know I mentioned recently I like it dry, but for this kind of glossy look, I just think having it damp gives more of the kind of dewy look that I'm going for. So I'm literally just going to pop this in the areas where I want it. I have picked up quite a lot by accident, but on. I think I mentioned this before, when I repurchase this, I think I'm just going to go the shade up. It's probably like half a shade too dark for me, but it's got more of a yellow tone, which I just think I would prefer, especially in the summer season. I'm debating getting a slightly deeper one to do like a nice cream, like bronze effect. I just think it would look really nice in the summer. Drags whatever's left over the lid. I will prime, but I'm just going to drag whatever's there on the lid as well. We're bronzing up the skin. I am going to take the contour shade from the Lily Lola kit, because I do find it's kind of is slightly more on the warm side, but a light shade. So I think it actually works really nicely more as a bronzer as opposed to contouring. I used to think, oh, it was a great cool toned contour when I first started out, but actually the more I use it, the more I realise it is a bit more warm tone. It does kind of have more of the colour, well for my skin tone anyway, as a bronzer as opposed to a contour. So I'm literally just going to bronze up the entire skin. And again, this blends so nicely onto the skin, especially if you haven't set your base, it works really nicely. I'm just using a Real Techniques Duo Face Fibre Brush. This like blends kind of bronzer really nice into skin and just makes it a little bit faster as well, to be honest. I'm not adding blusher to this look. I decided I'm going to go in instead with some highlighter. And technically this isn't a highlighter, but it's kind of like a multi-use product really actually. So this is from Ritual de Fille, and it's their Lyra, it's a Celestial Sphere pigment or cream product in the shade Lyra, and it does give a very glossy effect. So I'm going to add this to my skin as a highlighter because I think it'll give the outcome that I'm kind of looking for. If I can find my brush that I want to use. So I'm just going to try and wiggle a brush in there. You can't get a particularly big brush in there, but some of the fibres will pick up. I'm using a kind of stippling type brush for this. And then I'm going to start working this onto the skin. I'm kind of using more dabbing motions as opposed to swirling motions, because it might pick up some of the kind of concealer underneath. So just using more dabbing motion works quite well. And then just to further blend, if I can find everything, just use a sponge. It'll just help blend everything together. But to pick up the product, I like using a brush. And it definitely gives that kind of more wet, glossy finish to the skin, which is kind of what I'm after. So I'm going to prime my eyes ready for this eyeshadow. So I'm going to take obviously my Lily Lola eyeshadow as always. I'm just going to use a sponge just to mix the two together. And go ahead and pop this onto the lid. We definitely need that tacky base for these shadows. Right, so I think I'm going to start off with the Silk Naturals Oil Slick shadow to begin with. Oh, this is beautiful colour. Whoa, that's way too much. So I'll just pop some into the lid. I'm going to take a very kind of dense flat brush. I'm going to coat the brush. I'm going to use this dry to begin with, and I might wet it in a minute, but at the moment this is going to be dry. make sure I tap off as much as possible because I've done my skin first, so I don't want to ruin that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this all over the lid. So I'm using like more of a patting motion again, just to really press it onto that primer, and it's going to make sure it sticks nicely. This is beautiful. It's got like a black base, but it's got those kind of purple shimmer running right through it. So I will blend out in a second, but I'm just going to pack this on. And what I am going to do is I'm going to pick some more up. And I'm intrigued to see what it looks like wet, so I'm going to squirt my brush. And just go over the top. Ooh. Okay, so this gives a much more like foiled finish to the shadow. I mean, it looks beautiful for sure. I'm really hoping this camera picks up how beautiful this eyeshadow is. I know I haven't blended the edges yet, but I will sort that out in a second, but honestly, this is stunning. And I'm going to do exactly what I did with the other eye to match. I'm just going to take some dampen my brush and go over it just to give that foiled effect. And you can just see how like opaque it is. There's no need to put like a nice shadow underneath, like a black eyeshadow underneath. It just gives the most gorgeous opacity to look. Right, I have got some fallout, so I'm a bit clumsy. The annoying thing is I haven't set my base. That's the only thing I'm not setting, is if you get fallout, I think it's harder to sweep it away. So it almost gets stuck to the base, but I think I got away with that, hopefully. I'm going to take a clean blending brush, because I just want to go over those edges to begin with, to soften those. I'm going to go in some other eyeshadow in a second, but I just want to blend that out for now. And actually it's really nice, like it just gives a more purple effect when blended out instead of the glitter. Let's wing it out as well, because I do like a winged out look. Now the palette of choice that I'm going to do to help blend out is the Benecos eyeshadow quad. I haven't used this in a while. This is a smoky eyes one. Just some grey colours I think would actually suit this quite well. I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is the matte grey. I'm going to use this through the crease to deepen up. And you know what, I'm going to mix a bit of that really dark shade as well. Okay, so it's definitely turned into a slightly more of an editorial type look with a really kind of winged out shadow. And I kind of like it. I'm not sure if I do right now. I think it needs some neatening up, because it's either got to be really blended and smooth, or for a look like this it needs to have quite sharp edges and quite, yeah, sharpish edges. Okay, I am going to take some more of the Hint Beauty Concealer on a brush and tidy it up slightly and maybe turn it into something more graphic, like editorial graphic liner type thing. I want to bring it slightly lower down the shape to do that. Oh, I quite like that shape actually. Oh, I might have ruined it now. okay. Okay, I quite like that shape. It wasn't kind of my intention to go this route, but I quite like how it's turned out. The only problem for me is trying to make everything as symmetrical as possible, which I definitely struggle with my eyes. So I just picked up some more of the kind of those two grey shades I was using from Benecos, just to kind of add a bit more on this side. I think I took too much. What did I add too much out of that side? See, this is my issue. I can't get the shapes right on both sides. But going back in with Oil Slick and take it right up above the crease. And kind of follow what I've done. One of these days I will get the shape right, because this, I love this look for editorial. It looks the whole like really just graphic kind of shadow wing liner type effect, but I just can't ever get it symmetrical. But I'll keep practicing because I do love this look. So one of these days it will be perfect eventually. So I'm just going to keep it to the upper lash line and then just go mascara now for my upper lashes, just because I think for this look I prefer it with just to the upper. It gives it more, actually slightly more of a dramatic feel. So this is the Lily Lolo Big Lash Mascara. Okay, and for the lips, now I've kind of tidied this up slightly, I'm just going to go over. I think I kind of want kind of nudish lips. This is the Benecos lipstick in Pink Honey. Because it's quite a soft nude with a shine, I just think it kind of balances out the dramatic eyes. I have to say, I must get some more of these Benecos lip liners and lipsticks, because I think they're such nice ones and they just work really well, so I'm kind of intrigued to play around with some more of these. Okay, so this is the look complete. So like I said, I was kind of in two minds whether to Oil Slick look with use the eyeshadow or have glossy skin. I went with both and I like how it turned out. My original plan was just to kind of do a smoky eye, so pop the Oil Slick on the lid and just get some greys and smoke it out. Wasn't quite meant to go as dramatic as this with the whole graphic. Like I said, I still need to perfect this because I need to be able to get the shape right. Because even though I've got uneven eyes, I should be able to get the shape symmetrical. But for some reason, I just can't at the moment. So, yeah, this is the look complete. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me in the future. I have got a request to do a makeup look for people with hooded eyes, so I will do that very, very soon. So, yeah, but let me know any other requests down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please be kind to me in the comments of this look, because I know it's not the best. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.